Hello, everybody. I hope everybody had a nice and relaxing break. I can't believe how fast it went myself. A little bit about me is my name is Rob. My pronouns are he and him. I currently live and work in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. It's about 40 minutes from the Widener University main campus. My current field placement, which I am in my second semester of, is currently also my place of employment. So, in my internship, I am a crisis worker at one of our area hospitals. So, I'm in charge of giving crisis assessments and determining what level of care an individual needs, as well as answering crisis phone calls and be of any support I can in providing resources. In my position of employment, my job title is an outreach coordinator. So I am in charge of intake and referral for the general population, as well as being the main point of contact for all hospital discharges. So I have a network of social workers that I work with from area behavioral hospitals that when the time is right for their client to discharge, they contact me to see if we are a possible provider, and I arrange the aftercare for that individual accordingly by verifying the insurance and doing registration. I also am in charge of all outpatient court commitments, which what that means is at certain times individuals are court ordered to receive outpatient treatment for a certain period of time. And I'm in charge of monitoring that. So I call the individual and just make sure they are set up with services at an outpatient provider. It doesn't necessarily have to be the one I work for, and then I make note of that in the electronic health record accordingly. And lastly, I'm in charge of the suicide prevention pathway. So at every assessment, an individual is asked a suicide questionnaire, and if they answer yes to certain questions, then they are deemed at risk of suicide, and they're put on a pathway in our electronic health record that signals to the staff that this person has experienced suicide ideation and to follow up accordingly. So I'm in charge of adding and removing them. So I wear many different hats, and also I help out wherever I can in the organization. When a coworker is out, such as lately I've been reception has been my newest title that I've been filling in because we are short staffed. I am hoping to get out of this course a lot of different things. I am hoping to better understand trauma than I ever have before, because I think everybody understands a general idea of what trauma means, but to go in depth is something I've never experienced before, of the mindset behind it. And I think that will greatly benefit me in the long term, whatever profession that I'm going to go into, whether that be mental health or personally, I want to be a school social worker. But I can also see how understanding trauma can be relevant to other professions, such as, for example, the auto industry, because at any point somebody has experienced trauma, it can affect them in many different ways and many different aspects that they might be aware of. So better understanding trauma can, I think, help in multiple different professions in some aspect. So I think it opens up a lot of experience to have that. 3 ways that I'm going to take care of myself this semester is to take a self-care day during the week, and to time manage a lot better than I did last semester, and to communicate with the professor and my peers regarding any stressors that I have. I think last semester taught me a lot about time management as it relates to working full-time and doing field. And that was during when we had a 7-week class. So adding a 14-week class, that might be a little bit more difficult. I think I've learned a lot about how to better time manage to make my stressors a little bit less, but that doesn't mean it's not a work in progress. So I look forward to this class and getting to know you all more. I recognize some of the names from the list, but not all. So I look forward to continuing to grow and learn as my experience as a social worker. And one more thing I forgot to add is with my internship with Crisis this semester, I'm going to be observing and participating in part of our mobile crisis unit, which goes out to the community and schools. So that's something I'm also very much looking forward to. Any questions, please feel free to reach out. And other than that, have a great rest of your night, day, whenever you're watching this. And thank you for your time.